Hello friends, in this video we will study what is prime number and algorithm and flowchart of prime number. A prime number is a number which is greater than 1 and can be divisible by 1 and itself. So by definition, prime number is greater than 1. That means 1 is not a prime number. And apart from 1, if the number is divisible by only that number and 1, then that number will be the prime number. For example, if 13 is given number, then if you see 13 can be divided by 13 and 1. No other number can divide 13 directly. That means 13 is a prime number. Suppose the given number is 9, then if you see 9 can be divided by 1, 3 and 9 directly. So apart from 1 and 9, it can be also divided by 3. That means 9 is not a prime number. So in our given problem, we have to find the prime numbers between 1 to n. So suppose value of n is 21, then we have to find the prime numbers present between 1 to 21. So as per definition, 1 is not a prime number. Then 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19 are the prime numbers between 1 to 21. So these number can only be divided by 1 and itself. So here value of n will be our input. Finding prime numbers between 1 to n will be the processing part, and printing prime numbers will be the output part. Now we will see algorithm to generating prime numbers. So title of algorithm will be to generate prime numbers. In step 1, we will take input. So the statement will be read n. This n value is used to generate prime numbers up to nth value. So suppose value of n is 20, then we will find the prime numbers which are present between 1 to 20. In step 2, we will initialize the value of I by 2. So the statement will be initialize I equal to 2. As you know, 1 is not a prime number. So that's why we are assigning the value of I by 2, because prime number starts from 2. In step 3, we will check condition whether I is less than or equal to n. And if this is true, then we will assign the value of c by 0. Here c is 0 because we are using c to count the number of divisors of a particular number. So the statement in step 3 will be if I is less than or equal to n, then c equal to 0. And if condition is false, then we will stop our algorithm. So basically we are comparing I with n to get the prime numbers up to n. So the statement will be else go to step 10. So if I is less than equal to n is true, then we will assign C value to 0. In step 4, we will initialize the value of j by 1. This j value is 1 because we are using j value to find number of possible divisors starting from 1 up to n. In step 5, we will check whether j is less than or equal to I, and if this is true, then we will go to step 6, and if j is less than equal to I is false, then we will go to step 8. In step 6, we will check whether I mod j is equal to 0, and if this is true, then we will increase the value of C by 1. This condition is used to check whether I is directly divided by j, and if it is directly divided, that means we have to increase the value of C by 1. In step 7, we will increment the value of j by 1, and we will go to step 5 to check the next divisor. So from step 5 to step 7, these steps will be repeatedly executed till j is less than or equal to I. When condition is false, we will go to step 8 to check whether number is prime or not. In step 8, we will check whether C is equal to 2. If it's true, then the value stored in I will be the prime number, and we will print the value of I, and if C is equal to 2 is false, then the value saved in I is not the prime number. So suppose C value is 2, that means there are only 2 divisor for I, that is 1 and value of I itself. So that number will be the prime number. Next, in step 9, we will increment the value of I by 1 to check the next number. So the statement will be I equal to I plus 1, go to step 3. So from step 3 to step 9 will be repeated till the condition, that is I is less than equal to n, is true. When condition becomes false, we will go to step 10. In step 10, we will stop our algorithm, so the statement will be exit. Now we know the algorithm, so looking at algorithm, we will draw the flowchart. First, we will start our flowchart, then we will read the value of n. Next, we will assign the value of I by 2. After that, we will check is I is less than or equal to n. If it's false, then we will stop our flowchart. If I is less than n is true, then we will assign the value of C by 0. Next, we will assign the value of j by 1. In next level, we will check is j is less than or equal to I. If it's true, then we will check is I mod j is equal to 0. If this is true, then we will increment the value of c by 1. Then we will increase the value of j by 1. If I mod j equal to 0 is false, then without increasing value of c, we will increase the value of j by 1. After increasing the value of j, we will go back again and we will check whether j is less than or equal to I, and this will be repeated continuously till condition is true. When j is less than or equal to I, condition becomes false. It will check for the prime number. So the condition is c is equal to 2. If this is true, then we will print the number which is saved in I, and then we will increase the value of I by 1. If c equal to 2 is false, then without printing the number, we will increase the value of I by 1. Then we will go back again and we will check whether I is less than or equal to n, and this loop will be repeated till I is less than or equal to n. When condition become false, we will stop our flowchart. Now we will take input and we will see how logic works. So first we will start our flowchart. Next we will read the value of n. So suppose n is 6, then we have to find prime numbers between 1 to 6. Next we will assign value of I, that is I equal to 2. Next we will check is I is less than or equal to n. So is 2 is less than equal to 6? Yes, it is true. Then we will assign value to c, that is c equal to 0. Next we will assign value to j, that is j equal to 1. Next we will check is j is less than or equal to I. So is 1 is less than or equal to 2? Yes, it's true. Now we will check is I mod j equal to 0. So is 2 mod 1 equal to 0? Yes, it is true. Then we will increment value of c by 1. So new value of c will be now 1. Next we will increase the value of j by 1. So new value of j will be now 2. Now we will go back again and we will check the condition. Is j is less than or equal to I? So is 2 is less than or equal to 2? Yes, it is true. We will check is I mod j equal to 0? So is 2 mod 2 equal to 0? Yes, it is true. Then we will increment value of c by 1. So new value of c will be 2. Next we will increment the value of j by 1. So new value of j is now 3. Now we will go back again and we will check the condition. So is j is less than or equal to I? That is 3 is less than or equal to 2? No, it's not true. The condition is false. Now we will check, is c is equal to 2? So is 2 equal to 2? Yes, it is true. Then we will print the value of I, that is 2. So 2 is the prime number. Now we will increase the value of I by 1. So new value of I will be now 3. Now we will go back again and check the condition whether I is less than or equal to n. So this loop will repeated continuously till the condition is true, and we will print the prime numbers. When condition becomes false, we will stop our flowchart.